don't want me in the picture.
No, you're right, we don't.
Clock face is much prettier than I am.
Okay, so this is the clock mode.
So this is the date mode. So around the outside we have the day of the month. In the middle we actually have the month, which is on about the 11 o'clock, so it's the 11th month. And then the two rings here go from 0 to 9, so we have the year 15.
Oh, very tasty.
We move on to the next mode, which is audio mode, reacting to sound, and it's a static display. And then we move on to the next one, and the rings rotate around various directions. They can't really see unless I keep talking.
Well, later on we'll put some music on and we'll compare yours with music mode to mine with music mode.
Okay, and then we move on to the spectrum analyzer kind of mode. Testing 1, 2. Obviously we need a range of frequencies to see the inner ones pick up. I don't talk high pitched enough for them to start acting.
I never even thought about all these modes. This is great.
Yeah, but you've had ideas for different things that I haven't even thought of, you know. But it's good fun.
Yeah.
So, and then we have the rotation. So without much noise at all, it's actually quite interesting to watch. And you'll notice that each ring actually turns at a different rate to all the others. They'll change direction at different times as well.
I like that.
So there's just one more mode really to show you. It's not that fantastic, but I thought it was a bit of fun. There's a multicoloured Pac-Man.
I am well impressed. This is so tasty.
This is for a competition, is it?
I'm sorry, Mum, what was that?
Is this for a competition?
Yeah, there's a bunch of us involved. Steve, myself, and people all over the place. Dwayne Benson was the one who kicked all this off, so it's his fault.
Yeah, I mean, he's the circuit board guru. I mean, he did all this on a nice little circuit board attached to the ring, so it was really cool.
So the idea is the one who can get the most intuitive impression of a clock, so that you look at it and go, that is a clock and the time is, but then everything else is just extra points, bonus points.
Yeah.
So if we have a look on the back side, just for the video, have a look in the inside of it. So we've got power coming in and the two switches that change the modes. The power comes into this power distribution board, supplying 5 volts to the Arduino Nano, and that regulates 3.3 volts out to this part of the board, which supplies these other modules. So we've got a real-time clock with its own battery. We've got an MSG EQ7 graphic equalizer chip and a little SparkPhone microphone module with its own little amplifier built in, feeding directly into the graphic equalizer chip, and see the rest of the communications goes to the Nano. We've got all the 3D printed parts here. I mean, unlike Max, who managed to get his printed in one part, I've had to build mine like a jigsaw and assemble it, and then obviously built these little trays to clip the circuit boards in, which makes it all nice and neat.
I am tremendously impressed. I really am. And it's given me all sorts of ideas for modes. I'll be taking your code home with me.
Well, you're welcome to. Yeah.
Okay, and I'll show you the anti-aliasing stuff we've got.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And well, of course, I made the
the case
as well.
Turned on the lathe.
So on the outside we've got ash, and a lovely piece of ash, and for the back is a piece of spalted beech.
Yeah, first thing I thought to myself when I saw that, smelted beech.
Spalted means that there's a fungus in there which forms the black. It's actually quite hazardous to turn because it's carcinogenic. But and there you go.
Well, way impressed.